subscribers, and we do see a great response on this. But I do see that, you know, you have to be quite careful on, as you said, the aggressiveness of it as well, because you don't want to, you know, you're taking something away from them, and so maybe they're feeling already like, oh, I want this back, and there's a thin line there, right?
Yeah, you have to be careful not to come across as aggressive or passive aggressive, and you don't. So the last thing you want to do ever with any email you ever send is to make somebody feel guilty, right? Don't make people feel guilty, because they already feel guilty that they haven't responded to you. If you make me feel even guiltier, I will never respond to you, just because I feel horrible and I don't know how to deal with that emotion. So the best way to deal with that is to hit the delete button and, you know, moving on with life. And we've all felt this, that we all have probably somebody in our inbox right now waiting for a reply, and we feel a little guilty we haven't responded yet, right? We all know that feeling. So you want to make it as guilt-free as possible to interact with you, because then people will feel happy with it. So yeah, you want to be careful. You want to take the blame and say, hey, I've tried to get in touch with you many times. It's probably the wrong timing. So I don't want to keep bothering you. I'm going to take you off my list or delete you from my list. But whenever you're ready, here's my contact information. I'm going to be excited to talk to you when you are ready. For now, I'm telling you goodbye and wish you best of luck with everything you do. That's kind of very like clear. Like I'm not angry. I'm not passive aggressive. I'm not putting any blame on you. I'm not, you know, complaining here. I'm just telling you, hey, I've tried a lot, and since I haven't heard, I have to assume right now is not the time. So I'm going to stop bothering you. But I want you to know that whenever you are ready, I'm excited to talk. Right? So you have to like phrase it in that way and be careful. The worst thing you can do is to be like, I've sent you 20 emails. You still haven't responded. Well, I have to assume that you're too busy to talk to me. Right? Even if you give the slightest possibility for somebody to read it in a aggressive voice in their own head, you will never hear from them again. And you'll make somebody else feel horrible, which is like, nobody wants to do that. We don't want to make people feel bad reading our emails. So you have to be careful about how you phrase it, for sure.
Okay, and when you're asking for people when they're ready to let you know, is there a specific, you know, like, are you saying just, you know, like what you did before with the numbers, like something short, sweet, just let me know and I'll add you back on, or they're clicking something? What's the action?
No, honestly, that email, the breakup email, the action is really for them to respond immediately. It's not for them to remember this 6 months down the line and then get in touch with you when they're ready, because that's not going to happen, right? The reality is that is not going to happen. The only reason why I even say, here's my contact information, whenever you're ready, you can get in touch with me. The only reason I say that is to make it clear that I still want to talk to them. If I take that out of the email, here's how the email reads. Hey, goodbye from Stelly. Hey, I tried to get in touch with you many times. I have to assume this is bad timing, so I'm deleting you off my list. Goodbye, Stelly. That now sounds like I don't want to talk to you anymore, right? That sounds like I don't want to hear from you anymore, and I assume I will never hear from you. I don't want to do that. I want to tell them I'm ready to hear from them whenever they're ready, but what I really mean is, like, what I really hope for and what I'm really looking for is an immediate response that tells me, hey, I don't want you to delete me off your list or take me off your list. It was just bad timing. I was on vacation, something else came up. I might be interested in this, right? That's really what I'm going for. The reason I put this in there is just to make them feel comfortable getting in touch with me and making it clear that I still want to hear from them, right?
Awesome. I think this is really cool. As I said, I'm using my business. I think there's a really good way to re-engage unengaged prospects for your business. Definitely recommend you guys at least try it, and you'll start seeing people that were never responding to your series of emails before, whether it's, you know, 10, 20 emails, whatever it is, are responding to this. Great suggestion. And the first one you covered as well. I think that's something that everyone should try. Super simple. Again, re-engaging those unengaged prospects. Some money there that's on the table that you can dig up. Stelly, thanks so much for jumping in and sharing all of this with us. If people have maybe some more questions about this or want to get in touch with you or find out more about your business, how do they go about that?
Just shoot me an email. I'll send you an ebook, or I'll answer any questions I can if I can.